Hey guys, it's Jonathan Fields. So I've been giving a lot of thought lately to the question of how we choose where we want to live, our geographic location in the world, and how that choice can have just a profound effect on your state of mind, your spiritual well-being, your physical health, and your day-to-day joy, the way you experience life, and even your ability to earn a living in the way you want to earn it. And one of the things I've really come to realize is that most of us don't make that choice. Most of us choose based in large part on following the traditions that have been based on choices that generations before of us have made. So, for a lot of us, a generation or two, at least in the US, we have relatives that came to this country and chose to settle in a particular area very often because that's where the ethnicity, our ethnic background sort of congregated. There's a community of like-minded people. And so that's where we ended up in the United States, and that's where our grandparents, sometimes our parents, sometimes our great-grandparents chose to settle. And very often, the family, just generation after generation, has decided to keep doing that, to just keep settling in that same place. And the interesting thing to me is, the way we live our lives now, especially if you're in the online world, allows you so much more freedom to really live wherever you want to be in the country and the world and earn a living, in so many different ways in so many different places that we don't have the same geographic restrictions. We can find community anywhere, we can find support anywhere, and for many people, increasingly, we can find work anywhere we want to be. So it opens up a whole new world, and it opens up an opportunity to really take a step back and ask the question fresh, where do I want to be geographically in the country, in the world, and is the choice that I've made to date the most intelligent one to me? Does the place that I've chosen to live for right now, does it allow me to really truly come alive? Does it give me the greatest physical health? Does it give me the greatest support for emotional and spiritual well-being? Does it allow me to participate in the activities that really let me come alive? So, if you're and this is for me coming off of a winter in New York City now where I think we had either 7 or 8 major snowstorms. It's been kind of a brutal winter here. I'm somebody who loves to be outside and I don't mind the cold, but I like warm weather. I like to be very close to all sorts of incredible outdoor activities. As I take a step back and kind of come out of this winter and I think about the fact that I live here largely because, while New York City is very cool, um, I live here at first because this is the choice that my parents and their parents before then, even their parents, had made for where we should locate, where we should situate ourselves in the world. And we tend to just draw a fairly comfortable circle around that choice and stay within a safe zone from that choice. And I think it's really important as we explore not just our careers, but the various aspects of our lives that really cultivate the greatest opportunity to come alive, that we look seriously at the places that we choose to live and we understand that the limitations that really kept many generations before us where they were are largely falling away. Now, that's not true, as I said, with everybody, but increasingly we have the opportunity to be incredibly more mobile than generations before. And it gives us the opportunity and also, I think, the obligation to take a step back and look more seriously and ask the question, is where I'm living today, are the choices that I've made about geography, local and sort of broader, really in sync? Do they align with the environment, the setting, the geography, the opportunities that allow me the greatest opportunity to come alive on a physical level, on a health level, on an emotional level, on a state of mind level, on a spiritual level? Take a step back, ask those questions. And if you find yourself that you're really in complete alignment, rock on. Just keep staying where you are. But what I found more and more when I have this conversation with people is that the place that they've chosen to live has really been a default choice made by generations before them, or just a choice that they really never actually made all that consciously. They just fell into it, and then a year passes, and 5 and 10 and 15 and 20, and they're still there. So my message today, my question is really to ask you to re-examine that choice, because where we choose to live in the world, the physical setting, can have a massive impact on how we experience the world around us. So if you have any thoughts on this, if you feel like you're in that place or not in that place, feel free to go ahead and share those thoughts and ideas or questions in the comments below. That's Jonathan Fields signing off. Thanks so much.